Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we are out here in Arizona at one of the biggest mega compounds you're gonna see here on YouTube. So this home is 7 bedrooms, 9 baths. It's over 24,000 square feet on a 4.4 acre lot. This is one of the biggest houses we've toured, and it includes its own go-karting track, full basketball court, a wellness center, and 3 different buildings to tour today. So we have a lot to cover. Without further ado, let's get started on this week's property tour. So as always, we're gonna start on the exterior of this property. Like I said, this is a massive lot. So when you pull up, you're gonna have your own code to open up this electronic gate. You have a huge motor court here that branches off to the left and right, giving you a ton of parking coming up to this front entrance. Now you're gonna have this turf here, some cement, and a beautiful water feature with stepping stones that will take you to the front entrance of this property in the port cortege, where you could park underneath there. That will bring you up to the front entrance of this home. So there's a lot of custom features all throughout this property. We're gonna see a good use of steel, brass, custom art, things that you're not gonna see in just any home. These are one-of-one pieces that were built just for this property. So before we get up here, I do want to point out a couple of things why we're in this front area. Off to my right here, this is the Zen garden. Now you'll go up to the left here, there's another gate that will take you to the back area, but off to the left, that's where you're gonna get this Zen retreat. Super tranquil, go over there, hang out, and enjoy this beautiful property. But let's come over here now. Stone down below. This is covered with built-in lighting. This reminds me of, kind of like a valet pull-up here. You could come over here, keep some cars covered, couple of sitting spaces with these rocks that are built into this steelwork here. So we're already seeing that theme before even entering the home. Over here, you're gonna see the same reoccurring theme, some planter boxes, and if you look above, you're gonna see that beautiful woodwork that's built into the ceiling. That's another thing we're also gonna see, a ton of different custom woodwork, some scorched wood that really just brings this property to life. Now on this front entrance, this is a huge steel door, and you'll notice this design to the left and right. It looks like there's lights built in. This is also copper that is behind here. That's also gonna help bring that to life. So we have this huge door to enter here. Let's get into the interior and finally start the tour. So entering through this huge steel door here, you can see it's also on a curvature design, which is going to resemble this front foyer area. So off to the left and right, you'll notice this steel goes all the way up, and we have this beautiful custom designed chandelier that was made just for this property. Now I also want to point out on the flooring down below, this is wood, and the use of brass is already happening right here with these inlays built into this front foyer area. Now there's 2 wings to this property as soon as you walk in. Immediately, this is gonna be your living room area with doors that open up to your backyard. The left side is gonna take you to the main living quarters and bedrooms on this building, and then off to the right is gonna be the primary suite. So let's cover this living room first, and then we're actually gonna cover the primary suite because it is a huge suite that covers this whole right wing here. But let's talk about this living room. You have your couches, chairs set up, a wood table in the center with a glass top, and then this fireplace wall is also made out of brass with some scorched wood up top to really set the tone. We're gonna see this a couple of other times in this property, and it's one of those things that stand out and make this home super custom and unique versus other ones. Now off to my right, these are the sliders that open up that will take you into this backyard. There's 2 elevations of pools back there, so stay tuned for that because this yard is massive. This is truly an entertainer's playground, and you're gonna see why. So coming over here, I also want to point out the beams that are above that go across this reoccurring wood design. But before we get into the main living quarters now, let's go through these French doors and finally get into this primary suite. So as soon as you walk in, you're gonna see these designs down below that resemble tree stumps. These were specifically placed and really, again, set the tone on this property. Off to my left here is all custom artwork for this property, and this is actually hung by magnets, something that you typically don't see with some ambient lighting. So if you wanna take these out, you don't have holes in the wall, so if you wanna put your own artwork in, that is something you could definitely do here. But let's come over here now. You're gonna have a barn door. This is all wood, same flooring down below. This could be used as an office space, a flex room, game room, many different things you could do here. And then this circular window that will overlook into this backyard. I also wanna point out the ambient lighting above on these coffered ceilings, built-in speakers, and you'll see the lighting all throughout with these cabinets, this display area here, and then the cabinets above with more lights, and then of course your TV. So let's come back out here now. We're gonna finally make our way down into this primary suite. Typically, we don't come into the primary suites first on properties, but since it just hugs this whole wing here, I thought, why not? Let's really set the tone to this property tour. So as soon as you walk in, you're gonna have this wall. It doesn't go all the way up, so it gives this room that open feeling. That same scorched wood design on the back here. There's a very fancy name for it that I can't pronounce, so we're gonna just stick with the scorched wood, makes it nice and simple. So coming over here, this is where your bedroom is. This is on an elevated platform here. So if we come over here and take a step up, you'll see the ambient lighting, this bed positioned right in the center, and there's actually a projector built in above, so you could have that come down on this fireplace wall instead of a typical TV wall, which I think is really great. So on the back, you have this design here. It's like this cushion design, and this is actually melted glass in the back that they also had made for this property. So tons of attention to detail that you're gonna notice going all throughout. Tons of natural light in this bedroom as well. This is your fireplace wall. Beautiful brass design that goes floor to ceiling. And it's almost in a 3D texture because some of them are pushed out, some of them are pushed in. So I think that is also pretty unique. On the back, these are stacking sliders, and this comes on a corner here, so you're gonna get great seamless indoor-outdoor living on this bedroom. You can see your elevated hot tub, the fountains going off from the pool. And like I said, we're gonna get there a little bit later. But we're not done yet. There's lounging to my left here, that same wood design on the ceiling, and this wraps back around. If you notice too, there's built-in speakers in here and those linear air vents that make it super minimal than the traditional ones you would see. So on the other side of the bedroom, we're now back where we started, and we're gonna head into this bathroom, which has some really stunning features. Now I also wanna point out, we're gonna see a lot of rebar designs on this property as well, one of them being on this baseboard. So the baseboard right above has that rebar design. Again, just one of those additional features I thought about while doing the interior design on this property. Let's dive into this bathroom now, because I wanna start with this vanity. This is a full slab of stone. Take a look at how this drains. This almost looks like a dried river, and then when you turn the water on, that's what fills that river again. Drains quite great. You have a stone back wall here, these beams that go all the way across on the ceiling. So many details, wood front cabinets, and then directly in front of me is this huge jetted tub, temperature controlled, tiling all throughout, and then you'll see that brass on the perimeter as well, with a step that takes you right inside here. Now this shower is pretty awesome because it is dual entry. If the cameraman wants to stay right there, we could get a good idea of how big this shower is. I'm about 6'1", so you could tell how tall the ceilings are in here. And one of the coolest things is there is a double-sided fish tank in here. I mean, we've never seen this on a property before, let alone having it in your shower, and then secondly, having it reciprocate into the closet, something that you're not gonna see unless you custom design it. So also in here, seamless drains. There is 2 jets on each side. You're gonna have 4 above, and then a waterfall mount to top it all off. I think this is great, oversized bench. And if you follow me through here, with this dual entry comes with a dual entry closet space. So let's go behind here. This is the bathroom. You have your toilet, your urinal, and then a door that's gonna take you to this outdoor area that's specifically dedicated to this closet and this primary suite. Island in the middle, and this is actually a zinc countertop, something that we haven't seen material-wise. And you may be thinking this is just a regular island, but with the push of a button, this will actually come up with a TV. So it's hidden here. If you're getting ready, you could start your day with the game on, favorite show, whatever it may be. Now on the other end here, tons of custom cabinets, shelves that go floor to ceiling. You even have this that you could push all the way around to get your stuff up top. These custom light fixtures above. This is really one of the best closets you're gonna see. And this isn't the only closet on this bedroom. This is just the his side. And let me point out too, you could sit here and hang out in front of your fish tank. This is gonna bring us to the hers closet, which of course is gonna be much bigger than the his side. So tile, porcelain down below, another entry to this Zen retreat for this bedroom. And now we are in our first 2-story closet design. I really like this. There's a ton of natural light coming in here, light fixture above, but let's talk about this makeup vanity first. This is a brass countertop that hugs this whole circular wall here. Wood inlays in this porcelain tile, mirror here that goes all the way from counter to ceiling, and this glass pebbled wallpaper that has this shimmer-like glow that reminds me of gold. There's also a sink here, storage. Let's go into this 2-story closet now. We're gonna start on this first level. Shoes from floor to ceiling, that same design to push this ladder all the way around, this smoked glass on the cabinets, island, and then a display countertop for all your favorite jewelry, watches, whatever it may be. Now, one of the best things about this level is you also have a washer and dryer, which is hidden in these cabinets here. So I like how it blends well. It's nice and hidden. Now on the other side here, we're gonna have a staircase that's gonna take us up to the top. And in between these stairs is gonna be a leather design. So one of those interior design features that you're not gonna see on every single home. So let's go up here now and take a look at the second level. So before you even get up here, this is a custom wedding dress closet that is glass encased before you even get to this first level. This was specifically designed to show off the owner's wedding dress, and they did this so you could see the back of the dress as well. So of course, if it's not a wedding dress in here, maybe you want to put your favorite suit or the Batman costume for some of my guys out there. But up here, tons of more storage all throughout, lounging in the center, lighting is great, and then at the end, we're gonna have these doors that open up to an office-like space. I believe they did some sewing in here. You can see this rooftop deck that we'll check out a little bit later. But this is overall massive for a primary suite. Between the double closet, the huge room, pocket sliders, and that fish tank in the shower, this is kind of hard to beat. You also have these glass paneling that makes it feel more open, and this beautiful chandelier that I was talking about earlier in this video. So that was everything now for the primary suite. Let's actually go back to where we started and finally dive into the main living quarters. So leaving the primary suite wing, we're gonna now enter the left side of this home. This is the living room that we just toured, and now this is another open wall that showcases this dining room area. You have a wood table. This is nice and open with another door on the back that will take you to this backyard, and then this couch that hugs the whole wall for extra seating. I think this is a great spot. There's a custom light fixture above, wood beams, and then this also custom wall that they had built. But taking everyone out here, to my left, you're gonna see the steel design again. But before we head down there, follow me to this first bathroom. This is a limestone floor down below. You have your toilet. Steel flows all the way throughout, and this is a petrified wood sink. Super hard to do, and again, one of those details that you have to go out of your way to happen that you're not just putting in any home. You also see the rhubarb design on this as well. But let's come back out here and start taking a look at this kitchen. Flooring flows all the way throughout. You have your washer and dryer room off to the left. This is one bedroom, but we're gonna leave that out of this video out of courtesy to the owner. And this will flow into your kitchen. This will meet us back around, but let's take a look at this first. We're gonna enter through here, which gives you more storage with these shelves, cabinets down below with wood fronts, and then a Mealy cappuccino machine to make your coffees to start your day. This now opens up to this side. This is your kitchen, secondary living room, and then we'll head all the way down there to the remainder of the bedrooms. But let's talk about this island first. This is a butcher block countertop sitting down below, and then this herringbone design in a maroon finish. On the back side here, this is your sink. You're gonna see a granite inlay to give it that two-tone design. Stainless steel sink here. And then on the back, this is a super luxury stovetop. This is a La Cornue. This is made in France. This is pretty much the Rolls Royce of stovetops. When they originally bought this would probably be about $60,000. Today, I'm sure it's worth a lot more. You have your pot filler above, this brick finish, and then your hood vent that is encapsulated in this steel design once more. You have the 4 burners, griddle, and then 2 right here, and 1 huge one in the center. Now in the back, you have your Wolf microwave, countertop, and this is going to be your pantry that's tucked away here. So blends in, tons of storage all throughout. Another fridge in here giving you that extra storage. Now coming back out here, like I said, storage off to my left. You're gonna have Wolf appliances that are stainless steel. And this was another custom design that they had made, which this is the fridge and freezer design. It's very rustic, blends into these cabinets, and this is the handle, how you would open it up here. I thought that was a pretty cool feature that we haven't really seen before. So this is the dining room right in front of me. This could comfortably sit 6 people. High ceilings in here as well. And look at this other sink here. This is a concrete sink, divider in the center, window right above where you can look into your backyard. I think this is just such a cool sink, super heavy duty, and something else we haven't seen before. But flowing in from the dining room, this is the secondary living area now. Tons of natural light coming in off to the right here that will open up, creating that seamless indoor-outdoor living once again, with another single door where we could hear those fountains going on in this backyard, and then the secondary living room, which has a U-shaped couch, stretches all the way across, table in the middle. This is also concrete. And then on the back, you're gonna have a brick wall. This artwork that was also customly designed with that copper inlay, making it have that shimmer to your eye. So on the back, this is another fireplace wall, probably one of my favorite fireplaces just because of how linear and open it is. It really gives off a lot of warmth as well. And this stone was actually craned in specifically for this wall. This weighs a couple of tons, so just goes to show the craftsmanship on this property. And this piece of wood above too will also come down and cover this TV with another piece of wood behind it. So when customizing this, they really thought of it all, went out of their way to even crane in some stone. So let's head over this way now and leave this kitchen dining room area. Like I said, you could go that way or you come right through here. You'll see this steel off to my left and right. And now we have a really long hallway, one that takes you to the left, one that takes you to the right here. There's 2 spare bedrooms right here that we're gonna leave out for this video out of courtesy to the owner. So I'll take you guys down this long hallway now. You'll see these light fixtures above, these beautiful designs on the wall, and that takes us all the way down to a room off to my right. This is one of the spare bedrooms that we can enter, so follow me in. You have your bed in the center, dual beds here that make it look like it's set up as bunk beds, but if you take this stair up to the left and right, there's actually desk areas. So whoever's staying in here, if it's homeschooling, homework, or a game room, that's the perfect spot to do it. Super custom. And then you have your closet off to my right here with another bathroom all the way at the end here. So this one has dual vanities, granite countertop, walk-in shower, and this beautiful accent wall that goes all the way to the ceiling. I even like these faucet knobs here, something you traditionally don't see. And then we're gonna come back out of this bedroom. And at the end, this is gonna be the theater room. So this is the last room we're gonna see before we head outside. So through this door, you go close this off, make it private. You have a bathroom off to my right here, beautiful tile down below, Take a look at this sink too. Like how this drains, super unique. Same with the faucet here. Wood outline on this mirror, pendant lighting, and then your toilet is on the opposite side of the wall here. So let's go take a look at this movie theater room now. Wet bar off to my right with your sink, fridge, ice maker, and finally, one of the coolest rooms on this home, which is the movie theater. 3 elevations, 2 of which contain the chairs, and this is a proper movie theater. Projector on the back, and if you look above, we even have stars on the ceiling. This is reminding me of a Rolls Royce right now. I think this is a great room to have. Huge projector, and then it comes out of the wall on the back there. You'll also see the built-in lighting and the stool chairs for more additional seats. So that was everything for this left wing now. We covered a bedroom, kitchen, living room. This door here is going to take us outside. So without further ado, let's get to this exterior and the other amenities. So bringing everyone to the exterior of this property now, there's a lot of different things we're going to see out here. One being the go-karting track. There's also an underground shooting range on this property. There's a couple of exotic animal pens. Off to the right will be your main backyard. But before we get there, I actually want to take everyone to this building here first. So this looks like a garage setup, but it's an entertainer's dream in there. This is a mortar court area. You got the basketball hoop. There's another doghouse area that's enclosed. And then right above me is going to be a rooftop deck with this spiral staircase. So before we head into everything else here, let's take a look through this door here, because this is truly something that we have not experienced before. As soon as you open this up, there's a whole gaming setup here. State-of-the-art equipment. There's 6 of these total. This brings gaming to the next level. If you're having your boys over, friends, I mean, this is the place to do it and have fun. Really haven't seen anything like this before, and there's still so much to do on this building here. So this is building 2 of 3. Bringing everyone through here now, you're gonna notice this door. There's actually a ball pit under there, which I think that's pretty fun, especially if you have kids. There's a staircase right behind that that's going to take you to the rooftop area where you can hang out, have drinks, and overlook all this entertainment here. So I don't really know where to begin because this is so much to check out. Start with this living room. Same couch that we saw inside, but in this green color. TV on the back, again, perfect for gaming. And then that door there will close with a barn door. That's like a dance room. There's mirrors all throughout. You can make it at a gym too if you wanted to, but really no need because we're gonna have one over there. Let's dive into this kitchen now. Tile down below, sitting for 4, and then a fridge, cabinet space, stainless steel appliances by Thermador. You got your microwave, oven, and these 2-tone countertop designs. This is a black stone to my left, another wood design off to my right, with your 6-burner stove by Thermador overlooking your whole area here. Now I like how they did this because traditionally this stovetop is going to be facing the wall and you kind of feel like you're in a corner, but being able to cook, serve guests, and also see what's going on makes you feel really involved here. On the opposite side, this is a copper sink, wood on the back for an accent wall, and then this linear window that's going to give you some natural lighting, also looking into this backyard. On the end here, 2 elevation countertop, more woodwork all throughout. Like I said, this property screams woodwork, brass, and steel, and kind of speaks for itself. Over here is one garage door, chandelier above that's made out of some soda cans. You'll see this brass countertop here, wood down below, and then you have a bathroom here through this barn door. You see the change in flooring, blue vanity, and a very unique sink again. I like how they switch it up and change the theme here. Same with the faucets and the hot and cold. Pretty unique mirror here, different textures, woodwork, stone all throughout, and then your shower is off to my left here. Super convenient to have on a building this big. So let's take a look here. Huge dining area, perfect for serving guests, hanging out, hosting events. You have some putting here and even a golf simulator off to my left. You don't see these in properties too often. So being able to have one like this, super state of the art. And of course, to accommodate that, you're gonna have a batting cage off to my right here. So you really never have to leave this property between a golf simulator, batting range, this entertainment, gaming. It's truly next level. And we're not even at the golf cart, the backyard, the underground shooting range. There's too many things to name off here. So at the end of this building, pocket sliders open up, transitioning into carpet. This is your gym room. Again, ton of equipment. You have windows here that overlook this golf course and wellness center, and this will also connect to the bathroom that we were just in. But this is pretty much everything that you need. Like I said, you don't really need to leave this place. This is your personal compound. There's no really reason to do anything else. So that was everything for this building. I'm gonna meet you guys back outside so we can take a look at this backyard and then continue to the rest of this tour. So leaving this entertainment center, I'm gonna bring you guys back over here. So this is some exotic pet enclosures. This is covered with some vegetation. I believe, to my knowledge, there's 2 peacocks over here. I'm not too sure what's in the other one. Whatever it is, it's hiding for this video. But let's take this gate here and actually dive into the main backyard. So with this gate, we're gonna have some turf down below, 2 elevation pool. As you can see, this is like a splash pad. You have some water features going on. And then this gate here can also open up, just making it more spacious. So I like how this is a 2 elevation design, water falling down into that lower level. And with a couple of steps up, we have some covered lounging. And they really thought of everything back here because I really like this water wall. It just sets that tranquility, super zen. And then you have some more sitting here to accommodate these right in front of me. This is nice and covered. Follow me down here, couple more seats. And over here, these are stone chairs. So super unique. These are very heavy duty chairs here. And you can see how big this pool design is. Stretching all the way across. You can see where the splash pad water falls down. Tons of features here. And at least in Vegas, you can't have pools big like this anymore. So if you're out here in Arizona, this is definitely a huge plus because just like Vegas, it gets really hot here. A couple of more steps down. This is your trampoline area, playground, great again if you have kids. And then over here is an elevated hot tub. You have a fireplace that's linear, more features that will trickle down into this reflection pool. A couple more lounging chairs. Love the floating staircase design. And then all the way at the end, you're gonna see a sunken barbecue area. That's gonna contain some more sitting. That's gonna be flush with the pool. As you can see in the pool too, there is some stool chairs built in. Stainless steel grill, sink area. And this is all nice and shaded for outdoor dining. Beautiful checker design. Another reflection pool here that will waterfall down. So again, tons of amenities here. And when all these doors are open, it's really gonna breathe, creating again that seamless indoor-outdoor living. With these vines above me, this carries over to a lounging space, fire pit on the back here, table in the center, these same stone-like chairs, and then more water features to top it all off to create that tranquility on this side. So, passing this playground area, all the way at the end here is going to be the access gate to this full basketball court area. So let's take this door now and take a look. So this is a full basketball court back here. We haven't seen these too often. Actually, one of the only other ones that we've seen was here in Arizona. If you guys remember from last year's video in Scottsdale, that one was underground, but this one's outdoors. It's covered. You have built-in lighting. One of my favorite things is the bleacher design. So you have sitting off to my left here. You have built-in fans all throughout. And even on the back, you have more super industrial looking chairs, a second elevation, and even a scoreboard above. The amenities just keep adding up on this property, and you could create the different height on this hoop as well. So this will now flow from the pool area to the basketball court area, and this opens up to the full-blown go-karting track. This is a crazy feature to have on a property. I've never heard of a home having something like this before, and especially to this extent. This is a true track. We have the curve right here. This is where you would start, and I'm gonna take you guys into where the karts actually are now. This takes up a lot of this backyard, really making it the true entertainer's dream. There's not too many things this house doesn't have. So this gate here is where we just were from the main backyard. So you can walk down this way. And this is one of the extra buildings on this home that will facilitate to the karts. So walking in, you have the garage doors on both sides for entering, exiting. Karts right here. This is super legit. This isn't just any type of kart. These are proper go-karts. Couldn't imagine, you know, having friends over, racing here with all these water features you can see through this door. This is just, again, truly one of one. Don't have too many words for this. So with one step, this is some, you know, extra storage. This is another door that will take you to part of the track here. And it's actually built into this brass, the kart design, which I think is pretty cool. So one of the coolest things though, if it wasn't better than all the other amenities that we've had, this staircase here opens up to another staircase that's going to take us downstairs into the underground shooting range. Truly something that you won't see on any other home. There's a push to exit button. This breaks up into the staircase. You can see the built-in lighting all throughout, creating that experience coming down to this underground facility. So on this level, you're gonna open this door up, and we're now where the magic happens. Before we get to the actual range, let's come over here. There's some sitting, ambient lighting, and this is the armory room. It's currently empty, but at one point in time, this was completely full. And I can only imagine what that looked like. This is a true American house, if you think about it. Let's finally go take a look at the actual shooting range now. So coming back out here, this is just another service room off to my left, but it's pretty big down here for being fully underground. We'll have another door. You can see this window, so you can spectate the people that are shooting. We have 2 lanes here. This will electronically shoot these back, and you can see how far down it goes. This isn't just any regular shooting range. This is very proper here, and again, super one of a kind. I couldn't imagine what it took to build something like this, and one of those statement pieces of a home that stand out from the rest. So that was everything for this building for go-karting underground shooting range. I'm gonna meet you guys back up top to continue this tour. So leaving the go-karting facility and underground shooting range, we have some more walking paths that's going to take us to more amenities in this backyard. Off to my right, you're going to see this water feature that flows all through this backyard, some more exotic pet enclosures, and then you have a viewing deck area with the brass all throughout, so you can see the races going on, enjoy this backyard landscaping, water features all throughout, and now we are brought to more outdoor dining. This has tons of tables, covered space above, and more water features off to my left here to top it all off. Now this back wall, this is a huge fireplace wall. TV above, that wood accent on top, same with that steel once again, and then off to my right here, stainless steel outdoor grill. So once more, when it comes to entertaining, hanging out, you could host so many people on this property. It's not even funny. So this is the building that we left earlier. There's actually another bedroom up there with a covered patio space. It's currently being occupied by one of the owners. So once again, we're gonna leave that out of this tour out of courtesy for them. This is a horseshoe throwing area, which again, just more things to do on this home. On the back, you have an outdoor wood burning pizza area, a couple of rotisserie deep fryers, and this is accommodated by the track once again with a bridge that goes across it. So follow me, we still have one more building to cover here. There's a bridge, more tranquility with this water. This opens up to a circular space here with more turf, and a couple of steps down, we're gonna start seeing this other entrance to this building. Now it's kind of crazy the amount of different structures that are on this property and all the amenities. This is gonna be the wellness center, which has sauna, salt deprivation tank, and so much more. But before we get there, I'll just step up here. This is a viewing deck area for this fountain. You can see and hear how tranquil that is. The bridge where this track takes you. So Once again, very proper with all the turns, elevation change. This isn't just anything standard. So let's go to the front entrance of this structure now. You'll see these very minimal lines. I love that curvature up top. Cement stepping stones that have cutouts because there is more water down below. Same reoccurring theme all throughout, which I love. So there's more lounging off to my right, and this stretches all the way to the right. Left, outdoor experience once again, and then a door that takes us inside. So let's go ahead and take a look at this final structure. So entering this final building, this is the wellness center. And this is a proper wellness center. As soon as you walk in, this is the living room, hangout area, lounge, linear fireplace with these orbs in between, really setting the tone once more. You'll see the different elevation and ceiling height. And then on the back here, ambient glow, some built-in glass pebble work, and this brass wall to top it all off. So you also have a TV, quartzite, waterfall edge countertop. This is also 2 elevation with a fridge down below. Brass once again with stool chairs. So there's 2 sides to take us, but I'm gonna take you to the right side because it's personally my favorite. This side is gonna take you to a couple of closets and a hidden room. Stay tuned for that in just a second here. But follow me through here. This is the first wing of the wellness center. And you have your hot tub right here, beautiful turquoise back wall, some water features. And I like how this is separated here so you could kind of just flow right in. It's very flush almost. So one of the coolest things is this is a salt deprivation tank. Now, if you haven't heard what this is before, this is a pretty much egg-shaped pod. This is set to the same temperature as your body heat, and this is full of Epsom salt. This is one of the closest things to feeling alone, some people say. Because if it's completely dark, you're floating there. People use this for muscle recovery, athletes, or also meditation uses. So having this as a home, personally, I would love this. These are about $50,000 alone. So this is amenities at a top tier level. At the end here, this is a full steam room area with a sitting bench, more lounging, a shower with body jets, hose attachment, rainfall above. And this is more of like the Zen shower with the rock work, the coloring, and then the vegetation through that glass wall there. Through here is the sauna. And again, they did everything the right way on this property. Brick on the back, LED lighting, lounging in this sauna, and you could fit a ton of people in here, which I really like. So follow me back out here. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at the other wing of this wellness center, which brings us to this side here. This is going to contain 2 more bathrooms and another experience with infrared lighting and an aqua bed. So over here, this is going to take us off to the bathrooms. And I love this entrance with all this woodwork. This is all slated throughout. And the first one is going to be off to my right here. So bringing everyone in, waterfall edge countertop, quartz elevated sink here, brick back wall, and pendant lightings to top it all off. And I like the sitting that they even included on this wood here because it still gives you privacy with this his and hers bathroom, but also creates that tranquility experience that you're gonna get on this wellness area. Built-in speakers above, and then through here, you're gonna have your bathroom with a urinal, your toilet, and shower is right here. Frosted door fronts, wood down below, perimeter is filled with rocks, more body jets, hose attachment, seamless experience to yet an outdoor shower, once again, with the brass wall, same perimeter of rocks, getting the best of both worlds here. So there's one more bathroom that's on the opposite side here. You'll come out here, take a turn, and all the way at the end is pretty much the same thing, but on this side. Quartz sink that's elevated, but this one has a makeup vanity. This would probably be more of the her side. Bench built in with this wood, and then the same shower here that has outdoor access. So this is pretty cool to have on this wellness side, and that's not even the end for this building. This is a huge property, and we are almost at the end here. So follow me down here. Concrete floors down below. Another washer and dryer room off to my right here with a fridge. And at the end, this is currently all darkened with these curtains, LED lighting on the perimeter. We have an aqua massage bed and an infrared bed. So when it comes to health and wellness, this takes care of pretty much everything plus more. I also like the salt wall here. This is great for allergies, breathing, and it kind of resembles the same stone on this waterfall edge vanity. Very unique elevated quartz sink. Once again, I like this more raw material on the outside, really stands out from the rest. So that was everything for this side. Let's go back to that other room and take a look at this hidden casita now. So leaving this wing, we're gonna head back to where we were before, in between where this area is and the sauna room. So if we come in here, we have more of like this soft cushion material down below, mirrors off to my left, and these 3 doors here that have art on the front, which when closed looks like it blends into the wall here. These ones are closets, but this one opens up to another staircase, which is for another casita. So as soon as you walk in, you have stairs down below, this fur wallpaper that goes all the way up, that brings us to this casita area. Now, this is very open. There's a bed in the center that is circular, because that's gonna resemble the circular dome that's right above us. Now, if you thought this might be a little bit annoying, getting woken up by this can completely close off here with the push of a button. Now, this fur goes all the way across here, your TV wall, more sliders. This has its own private balcony here too, with a sitting area. Now, on the opposite side of this room, you have a hanging chair, another mirror, lighting all throughout, and then the bathroom is all the way at the end here. Again, love the different vanity sinks that they did. This is another quartz sink, petrified wood to hold it, and this same material flows all the way down into this shower. This will open from both sides because this has dual shower heads and hose attachment with this stone material down below, giving it that two-tone design. So that was everything here for the wellness center, this hidden casita room, and this will actually finally end this property tour. Thank you guys for watching to the end of this week's video. As always, leave a like, comment your favorite feature, and subscribe for all future property tours. We have some other big out-of-state ones coming very soon, so make sure those post notifications are turned on. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one.